So, hello everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Launch. I have to say, I am so honored and so grateful that you have chosen to spend this time together and, of course, to spend this time with me. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Dr. Davia Shepherd, and I host this amazing group of women called Ladies Power Launch. Our job is to make sure that women in business who want to support each other, who recognize the value of women supporting women, who see that when we support each other, that everybody wins, and not just the women supporting each other, but the entire community wins. People who feel that way, we welcome them into Ladies Power Launch. And so you're here, so you're part of this movement. But I would invite you to invite a friend. Tell them it's free. Tell them to just go to growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook, and they can connect with a little over 1,000 women just like me, just like you, who are every single day committed to this idea that when we support each other, women's businesses grow and the community is better as a result of that. Who agrees with that idea? Yeah, I saw all the hands. Some people have two hands up. Yes, absolutely. I love that. So I want to just take a minute to say hi to everybody who's joining us over in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. And if you're joining us over there, I'm going to invite you to come on into the Zoom room. It's pretty easy to join us. Did anybody have any difficulty joining us today? Was it difficult or was it just pretty easy? Yep, just go to growsmarternotharder.com/login and you'll be able to join us, and it'll be, I feel, better to just be here live as opposed to just watching along with us in the Facebook group, which is fine, but it'll be nice to have you here. All right. So on with this show, today's special guest is Lisa Dickman, and I love Lisa. I met Lisa because we both love retreats, and Lisa is also a certified retreat leader. I am very honored that she said yes to being with us on the show today. She does retreats to Africa. She does safari retreats, and I have not as yet had the pleasure of being able to go on one of her retreats, but that is coming soon, and I will go and I will report back, or maybe y'all go and report back, and then we can all go together as a group. I feel like that's going to be amazing. So I want to just give a little bit of background here. We're in the middle of some changes in Ladies Power Lunch. And when I say changes, it's just some back end stuff that's changing. It's not really anything that affects you, but we're redoing our like our website and our facing the world pages. And so the way that you join in for our monthly meetings is going to look a little bit different in the future. It's going to look like, have you ever seen some like membership sites? It's going to look a little bit like that. It's still going to be free, and you're just going to be able to click on it, and it's going to be the same link, growsmarternotharder.com/login, but it's going to give you the opportunity to, in addition to coming to our monthly meetings, to also see other offerings that we have, like what retreats we have coming up and that sort of thing. Because sometimes people say, I know you have the monthly meetings, but we don't even know about any of the other things. And there's so many other things that are going on, like our retreats. We just came back from retreat. Our retreat was to the Bahamas, and we have another retreat coming up in the fall. We have another one coming up in the spring. People don't even know. And so we want to put it in a place where everybody can see what else is going on and nobody has to wonder. So with that said, let's get on with our meeting. How we usually go through is pretty simple. We offer 3 opportunities on this meeting. One, for everybody to introduce themselves so that folks can know who everybody else is. The truth is, you might be offering something that somebody else in the group needs, but they don't even know that you offer it. So having an opportunity to introduce yourself and your business, not just to everybody here in the room, but also, since we're live in the Facebook group, everybody else who's a member of our Facebook group will have the opportunity to see you and hear about what you do. Thing 2 is we give you the opportunity to get into a smaller group when we do our breakout sessions. And I always invite you to appreciate that whomever you end up in your breakout sessions with is perhaps the luck of the draw, or maybe it's the universe telling you that this is somebody that you need to connect with. There might be an opportunity for this person to be your next best collaboration or accountability partner. So go ahead and exchange information with the folks who are in your breakout group. And then after the meeting, I invite you, go have virtual coffee chats, get to know each other on a deeper level, because that person might be able to introduce you to her network. You might be able to do some collaborations together, maybe do some lives on social media together, trade your audiences, however you choose to work together, that's completely up to you, but it all starts with a conversation. And then, of course, the third thing, and we really, really want to make it more interactive, make it more possible for integration to take place. So we will have, going forward, always a workshop presenter, but she's not just going to come and talk at you the way that I tend to do. She is actually going to come and share with you a workshop, giving you some tools and tricks that you can actually then go and apply to your business, because we're pretty practical and we're super busy women. We don't have time to waste. We're here to do business and get stuff done. So to get started, I want to invite, let's start with Marianne. I want to invite you to share who you are and just a little snippet about what it is that your business does, who you support. Marianne, will you go ahead?
Thank you. I'm Marianne Pack, and Texas girl, just up the road a few hours from Lisa. So it's nice to see her here. I'm looking forward to it. I am a spiritual medium. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a publisher, and most of all, I'm a joyologist. Joy is really important to me because it wasn't for so many years. So now that's my jam, and I just love helping people get their stories out into the world. We're in the middle of Keys to Joyful Living. It's our podcast and book anthology for this year. So I'm really excited about that. We have beautiful authors that are in it. And, if you have a book being called through you, let's just hop on a call and find out what we can do for each other and if we're a match. And I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Dr. Davia, for doing this, and Lisa I can't wait.
This is awesome. And I want to say to all of you that some of you might know that Ladies Power Lunch does a number of anthologies where we invite our Ladies Power Lunch members to come share their stories with our audiences, with our members. Up until this point, Greenheart Living has been our amazing publisher. And as a result of that, we have had the opportunity to work with Marianne, who she was one of our editors on a few of our projects. And now she is our publisher with Envision Greatness Press to help us to get your messages out there. So if you have any questions, concerns, or anything about what we call a Visibility Circle project, you can reach out to me directly, or you can reach out to Marianne. Either of us are happy to help you with that. All right. I want to introduce my business bestie and soon to be yours. Welcome, Gail. Thank you so much for joining in with us today. May I invite you to introduce yourself and just say a little bit about your business?
Absolutely. And hi, ladies. It's so wonderful to see you. And Marianne, you're a sweetheart. I love what you do. It's very heartfelt. And Lisa, I'm so excited to see you. I'm a transformational coach. And I've been doing work like this for 40 years. I'm a master in NLP, studied psychoneuroimmunology. So I help people heal on many different levels and relationships heal. So that women, I've worked with men, women, and children, but so predominantly women now can move their lives forward, no matter what's going on, in the most optimal way. And I'm also a best-selling author. So thank you, Marianne, and thank you, Dr. Davia. And I'm very happy to be here. Lisa, I can't wait.
Beautiful. Thank you, Gail. And thank you for all that you're doing to support Ladies Power Lunch and to help us to all live our optimal lives. Dr. Tanya, my favorite chiropractor, how are you?
Well, thanks, Dr. Davia. I'm so happy to be here. I'm Dr. Tanya English. It's this soul chiropractor because what I work on is the actual root cause of the problem. And I put that into nuts and bolts anatomy and physiology so people can relate to what their body's really doing. I'm a master of bioenergetic synchronization technique, which is a technique that works on subconscious emotional memories that are overriding present time consciousness. In fact, I'm doing a class next Thursday, which is PTSD Awareness Day, about how we start healing from PTSD. And just about everybody has it for some reason or another. They can be big traumas or small traumas. It doesn't really matter. But there are things that keep us in a pattern of physiology, and that means thoughts too, that create problems for us. And when you're sick and tired of that, I can show you how to heal it and how to move forward.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Tanya. Can everybody hear me okay? Is this thing on? Awesome. And so welcome. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining today. Can you share with everybody who you are and a little bit about what you do?
Well, thank you for having me on again. My name is Anissa Hudak. I am coming at you from Manhattan, Kansas, where the livestock outnumber the people. And that's really the case because K-State is no longer in session. And so 45,000 people have left the town. It's like a ghost town here. And I'm the founder of Phoenix Women. I help guide sexually traumatized women in their pursuit of healing. I'm designated as a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming, neurolinguistic coaching, timeline therapy, and high performance hypnosis. These modalities, it's a whole suite of them, and they're approved in over 45 different countries and are the top mind-body techniques as monitored by the American Board of Hypnotherapy and NLP. So in short, I help women go from pain island to solution island with guaranteed results.
Muted. We want to have our voices unmuted. That's a wonderful reminder to me. Thank you, Anissa. And thank you to everybody joining us over in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. Just want to make sure that you know that we could see you, and you're absolutely welcome to come join us live here in the Zoom room so you can share about yourself and your business. Just go to growsmarter.com/login. I hope y'all will come on over. In the meantime, though, Lori, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. Can you share who you are and a little bit about the work that you do in the world?
How are you? My name is Lori Reef, and I'm from Connecticut, Torrington, Connecticut. I am with a company that is, they're basically, I would say, the next generation in health and wellness. There's been discoveries lately where things are treated on a cellular level versus old medicine and how it used to be. So I basically help people with health supplementation and help them solve all kinds of issues that they have with their health on a nutritional science level.
Sounds good. Nutrition, science, you're saying all the words I like to hear.
Nutritional science. Yeah, I wasn't prepared to, I need to get
It's
prepared for all
fine.
this. I'm new to the group.
It's fine. And guess what? This is a great opportunity for all of us because we get a chance to, in this loving and safe environment, practice how we talk about our work that we do. So this is amazing. And I hope that y'all will take advantage of using this as a little practice space. So welcome, 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 Lori. And thank you for coming. And I know you're new and we welcome you. We're so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Hillary, also welcome to you. Hillary, I just want to say, dove right in head first. Hillary was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all writing books? Y'all going on retreat? What is happening? And how can I be a part of it? And I just embrace that enthusiasm that she has for Ladies Power Lunch. I'm so humbled, truly, Hillary, by you and your enthusiasm. Thank you. So will you share with everybody who you are and a little bit about what you do in the world?
Oh, thanks, Davia. Yeah, so my name's Hillary Stern. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I too specialize in trauma. I'm an EMDR certified therapist. And now what I'm doing is developing a coaching program for caregivers. And it's just in the development stage right now, and I hope to get that up and running and get some books going and some groups going and help people on the many different levels that they need help. You know how it is to be a caregiver. I'm sure every single woman here has been in that role, whether it's with children or parents or partners. And yep, so that's the direction that I'm going in. And I just want to say I was on the retreat recently and that was a blast. And I really appreciate Davia and Gail for putting that together and helping me connect with a lot of other women who were there, who are also entrepreneurs. And we had a lot of fun together. It really gave me the spark I needed to get my engine going and get this project going.
Awesome. And there's some of our members who are joining over in Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, and they might be doing other things. Somebody says she's just watching along as she, catches up with her projects. And just the fact that she's watching along is so, so amazing to me. So thank you, everybody, for just being a part of it. And we can feel your energy, even if you're not in the room. Thank you, Hillary. And I hope that that spark that's been ignited will just turn into a full-on raging fire. I can see that coming. Kelly, welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Please unmute. Please share with everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Kelly Wolf, and I'm friends with Lisa, and I've known her back from the Martha Beck coaching training days. I'm a nature photographer and had my first show a couple months ago, and Lisa was in town here in Tucson and was able to come. I'm also looking to get back into coaching after a car accident and after trauma. And yeah, so that's kind of where I am.
Wonderful. And there's some posts here in the chat suggesting that you are quite amazing. So that's great. Good to know. Good to know.
I get to spend my time in nature with wild horses and bobcats and hummingbirds. It's pretty amazing.
Well, you're in the right place because guess what we're going to talk about today?
I know.
Are we talking about animals or what? Yes, we
Yes.
are. So you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Welcome, Suryani. If you can unmute and just share a little bit about who you are and what you do, that would be awesome. There you go.
Hi guys. Sorry, my computer's not cooperating today. Hi, ladies. Thank you for having me here. My name is Suryani. I'm actually a new member, joined 2 or 3 weeks ago. I have met many wonderful ladies so far. I own Shop 9 Accounting Services in Milford, Connecticut. I help business owners, small businesses, small to medium businesses in streamlining their financial and accounting system by creating a foundation of bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, and taxes. And for those that are ready to leap ahead of that into CFO type services so they can grow and scale and grow their business in the right direction using business metrics from their financials, which is something that a lot of people don't necessarily want to look, but it's really very critical when you know how to use your financials. And in order to rely on your financials, you need to have the foundation, a robust foundation. Is like, garbage in, garbage out. So you don't want to get inaccurate data to base your decision. So, I help business owners to set that foundation and go from that. I would like to down the road scale my my practice to serve women business owners, because I think this is an area that women really sorely critically need. As a perception that we're not good with numbers, but I see a lot, I know myself, a lot of smart women that are absolutely brilliant in their field, and yet they have a mental block with numbers. It's not that daunting if you know the basics. You don't even have to know the technical, like people like me do the technical part, but just to know your financials isn't as daunting as it seems. So I hope to make a contribution in this group. I'm outside of work. I'm also an author. I actually published a short book. It's nothing about accounting, so it's much more interesting to the general public. It's about my journey as a person who lost her mom as a kid, and it's called Journey of Resilience. It's a short book. It took me 3 years to write 30 pages. As an accountant, that's great. And I love hiking. I have 2 boys. I'm a single parent, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Suryani. And I just want to say, I just tagged in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group 2 people that I think will be really good connections for you. Nadine Mullings is one of them, and also Amber Dancy. Those are 2 people that are part of our group that I think will be amazing for you to even just have a coffee chat with them, because I see them being able to point you in some directions that are positive.
Dr. Devin.
Mina, so happy to see you. That means school's out.
School is out. School has been out since last week. So I am Mina Ithal. I am a teacher during the school year, and I'm also a holistic wellness life coach. I kind of changed my title a little bit in honing what I do. And I'm in Connecticut. I essentially help women find joy in their career and life by helping them gain clarity, mastering their mindset, and really prioritizing their health, because I feel those 3 things combined really help you to find that joy in your career and life. So, and I'm excited to be here because I keep seeing, I'm going through a stressful time with my job, my teaching job, because I didn't get renewed again, unfortunately, because they went with someone else. I was in a temporary SPED position, and I interviewed, I applied, I did really well with the position. I had great evaluations, but I keep seeing birds for some reason. So as soon as I saw this was Animal Oracles, I was like, okay, I need to be here. So, but I do have my position. They gave me my hourly position. It's a huge pay cut. So I'm like, I'm going to take this opportunity to look for other positions in teaching, but also try to grow my business.
Beautiful, beautiful. Sometimes the things that we think are the most challenging are actually the biggest opportunities. And I say this all the time because y'all remember how Ladies Power Lunch started, right? We were struggling here in our practice, and we started to network with other women in business here in our community. And before you know it, they all came together and they said, hey, we want to do this every month. And this beautiful, beautiful community grew as a result of something that I at the time considered to be adversity. So I don't know, maybe there's something else, Mina, that's in the cards for you. And well, we're going to have some cards today, so that'll be fun. Robin, dear Robin, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Will you share with everybody who you are and what you do?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I am the owner and founder of Spirit of the Lotus, and I consider myself the chronic pain alchemist, working with hands-on healing and functional medicine for anything from cancer, Lyme, to concussions and traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury. I've worked with quadriplegics, hemiplegics, and just love helping people release pain, transmuting pain into vibrancy. It's a gift that I received or learned about when I thought I was going to die from cancer and could barely walk, and realized that in my darkest hours, I found my greatest gifts. And so sharing them has been the best blessing I could possibly have. And I too am here in Connecticut, east of the river in Columbia.
Somebody should put that on a t-shirt, Robin. In my darkest hours, I found my greatest gift. I feel like there's a t-shirt that wants to be made with that on it. So somebody do that and send me one.
Yeah. And how many of us have had that very learning, right?
Yeah, I feel like folks are really, really going to resonate with that. So I will invite y'all to go ahead and put in our chat your name, your business, any links, any upcoming events, any new products that you have. Go ahead and drop everything in the chat, because at the end, I will put the chat in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group so that everybody can see everybody's contact information. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. I'd love for you, Lisa, to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, a little bit about the amazing stuff that you do, and of course, lead us, please, in our Animal Oracle workshop.
Well, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's Ladies Power Lunch is such an amazing group of women. It's always really just an honor and a joy to be here with you guys. And Dr. Davia, you've created an amazing group. So my name is Lisa Dickman, and I am a transformational coach, a traveler, a writer, and a retreat leader. And I help soul-centered women take big, bold steps towards their dreams, even if they don't know what those dreams are yet. One of my greatest joys in the world, as Dr. Davia said, is leading transformational sea to safari retreats in South Africa. What I know for sure is that it's a magical world, but the magic is just closer to the surface in Africa. I almost feel like I'm cheating by holding the retreats there, quite honestly, because Mama Africa does so much of the work herself. There's something beyond words about looking into the eyes of a lion. Like the last time we were there, one of our guests really had wanted to see a male lion. And the first day we saw one that was like about this big, because it was way in the distance. And he stood up, he was laying down, he stood up and she went, oh. And I said, oh, okay, that's interesting. Because I'm sitting there thinking he's this big. No, I wasn't taking note. 5 days later, that exact male lion, because we know what pride it was in, literally walked right up to her within 5 feet in the car. I was seated in the back, like it's stadium seating. So I had a kind of higher level view. They were eye to eye as he walked right, like we were in his way. The path was in front of our car, but they were both so calm. And he just walked right up. Our guide revved the engine a little, and the lion in one bound was in front of the car instead of alongside it. And it's just something she's never going to forget, that any of us are ever going to forget. It's really hard to deny that we're separate when we're in a situation like that, when you're looking eye to eye with a lion and you see that there is not so much difference. There is not so much distance between these two animals, us and them. And I really love helping women tune into the universal love and support that are always available to them. And so that's what we do on retreat, and that's what I do in my group programs and in my one-on-one coaching. Today, are we ready to get going with this, Dr. Davia? So today in this Animal Oracle workshop, there are several different ways you can use animals as oracles, and we're gonna do one of the types. You can draw Animal Oracle cards, which most of you probably know about these or have a deck. And they have the meanings on them, and there'll be a little guidebook in there. If you want to drop your email in the chat, I will send you my freebie guide to my favorite animal oracle decks and beastie books and all the different guidebooks to different animals. And that will also get you on my list for different events I hold and because I do other work as well, like Animal Oracle shamanic journeying and big visioning workshops. That's one way. Another way is to watch for the signs, like Mina was talking about. Like, what are birds telling you if they're showing up in your life? And you can then go to an oracle deck or a dictionary, or there are a lot of free resources to Google on the web. But sometimes you get a feeling what's being told to you. Like I was in a major decision one time, and honest to goodness, looked up, and in the tree outside my window, there was an eagle looking down at me. And I was in the middle of wondering, is this the right decision, right? Like, am I on the right track? And I swear that eagle looking down to me, I was like, aha, like higher perspective.
looking from a higher perspective and that looking down on everything and how everything's working together, we can't always see at this lower level. But from that higher perspective, you can see how everything's working together. And so you can take those daily sightings and use them to inform and guide. And it's really a way to tap into your own divinely inspired knowing. Because we have that internal guidance always there with us. Animals are just a wonderfully fun way to access it and to connect with our greater world and remember how interconnected we all are, right? Another way that we can use these is by going on a shamanic journey and meeting a power animal, which is a larger process. And then people can do it through visualization or other ways like that. And then finally, the way we're going to do it today is we are going to make our own meaning out of the animal cards. Because when it's personal to us, when we tune into our own guidance, these cards are great and I love them. And they've really helped me a lot. And we have our own guidance inside of us. And we can use the animals to kind of tap into that. So that's where we're going today. First, we will take a few deep breaths. And then we will tune in and each choose a number. I will guide you and help you get to your animal. And then we will workshop what that might mean for you. So if everybody wants to tune in and take a few breaths, let's drop in here. If your legs are crossed, you might want to put them on the floor. If it feels right, you might want to put your hand on your heart. And imagine breathing in and out from that heart space. Deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in through your heart space. Exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale. We invite our guides and spirits to be with here today, all those who are benevolent and have only the highest good for us and all beings at heart. We thank you for being with us. So as you're tuning in, I want everyone to choose a number between 1 and 5. And then when you're ready, type that number in the chat. Fine. Okay, so that's everyone. And I'm going to be flashing these cards and showing you the pictures. And I have a link if you want to go to if you're able to and want to go to the pictures themselves. Otherwise, you could take a screenshot if you're on your phone, or if you need me to repeat them, I can. I'm going to show each card and which number it was. And then I'm going to invite you to journal a little to some prompts that I have. Okay, so number 1, and it doesn't look like anyone chose it, is this elephant. There's a mama and a baby in this grassland. Number 2 is an alligator. And Gail, we're choosing between 1 and 5. Number 3 is a lion. It's a big, beautiful male lion with the sun setting in the desert behind him. Number 4 is an ant. And number 5 is a rabbit. So if you take a piece of paper out and whatever number, whatever animal you intuitively chose, what first came up with you when you picked that animal? Maybe you didn't like the animal. Maybe you were excited to get the animal. So take a few moments and let's journal over a few questions about this animal. What attributes of your animal, whether it was a lion or an ant, come to mind for you? Things they do, might be things you saw in the picture, like this ant seems to be going downhill. Did that speak to you? Like so things you know about the animal from your experience in the world, and maybe something you saw on the picture. Are there any unusual characteristics of this animal that you maybe didn't first think of? So maybe lion, you first think of courage, but here he is totally chilling out. They spend most of their days laying around, quite honestly. They take inspired action and it's all on, but then there's a lot of downtime. So maybe there's something about this animal that upon a second thought comes to you. Now I'd like you to bring to mind an issue or a problem you're having or would like more information on. And write that down. So maybe for Mina, maybe that's growing your business. And then finally, are there any ways that this animal that you chose and the characteristics that you noticed might serve in getting you more information or more ideas about action steps or inspire you on the issue or problem that you brought up? Dr. Davia, do we have time to do breakout groups or should we do this as popcorn sharing?
So I think we can do both. What do you think about us doing a popcorn share and then we go into breakout groups so that everybody can have an opportunity to share?
Absolutely, we can do that. It might be even good to do it the opposite way and give everybody a chance first, and then we can popcorn share what we were learning. But let's start with really quickly before the breakout group. I think you're right. What kind of issues are y'all having in your life? Who would like to share their issue? Carlene?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share. Right now, I have the challenge of trying to manage home management, business, and health all at once with all kinds of things happening. So just trying to manage and what I take care of first.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot to balance there, right? Who else?
I can go.
Marianne?
For me, mine was lion. So, just seeing him rest, because I'm not a good rester. I'm sleeping better at night, but I'm not taking time away for just me or just fun or because.
And so is that a part of your life? Like, is there an area in your life where you're craving more rest?
No, I just want more fun.
More fun.
My work is fun. And that's what I struggle with because it's already fun, but there has to be something outside of home.
I get it. Yeah, of course.
Something bigger. I don't know.
Okay. And so what we're going to do when oh, yes, Dr. Tanya.
Yeah, I was saying prioritizing and knowing what thing to do first, and I got ant. So totally inspiring for ant. That's
okay.
Exactly who I need to be.
That's wonderful. Okay, so let's take these into group. So first, what you're going to do into your breakout groups, first, what you'll do is you'll just share the issue that came up for you, and then reflect on what you saw in the animal that might help you serve that issue. And then your partner is going to share what they saw in your animal that they think might help you serve them. So what do you think? 3 minutes each, Dr. Davia? 2 minutes each. So keep it concise. And then the person whose first name is closest to the beginning of the alphabet starts.
All right, here we go. You will be invited to join the breakout room, so I would suggest that you go ahead and join the room that you are invited to join. And I just want to say to the folks who are over in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and log off of Facebook right now, and then we'll rejoin once we've had our breakout room conversations, because I'm not sure how that all is going to work. All right. Okay, here we go.
So did everyone get something out of that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Who would like to share their issue and their insights?
Well, I'll share if that's okay.
Of course.
You know, I was kind of shocked that I got the bunny rabbit. And so I was like, whoa, okay, got the bunny rabbit. And then the insights came through with, okay, the bunny rabbit, okay, we all know, cute, cuddly, vulnerable. All right. However, resourceful, resilient, energetic, and resilient. Because look at all the other animals around, and this little bunny rabbit is able to keep going with re-energizing himself or herself and staying the course. So I got a lot out of that, I have to tell you. And being more resilient is very important, especially when you do a lot. And so taking that time out for balance and re-energizing. So yes, I just wanted to share that. I now like my bunny rabbit animal.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, and that adaptability, that resilience,
Yeah.
really shows in the way they zig and zag.
Yeah.
Rabbits do not run in a straight line, and they are really adaptable in finding their way and zooming to like safety, right? And to where their goal is. So that's wonderful.
And quite frankly, I can relate to that. Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful. So going forward, do you think that like if you're embodying some of those characteristics consciously, that will help you with your issue?
Yes, I do. I do. I absolutely do. Yeah.
Beautiful. Dr. Davia also got funny and had a similar response at first. It's funny, isn't it? Because what we are resisting also is really good information, right? We
Yeah.
don't want to be cute and cuddly.
I got to
Dr.
tell you
Tanya.
something about bunnies.
Yes.
So Kelly got a bunny too. But bunnies, I'm watching my dog out back here. He's a Yorkshire Terrier. Those bunnies can be so still that predators can't see them at all. And they just walk right by. He does it all the time. But Gail, you remember, and Marianne was talking about this too, about resting. They're
Yeah.
very, very still.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Tanya. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Gail. Who else would like to share?
I was hoping Lori could share, because in our group, Lori, you got a little cut off right at that end. Would you be open to sharing with the group?
Sure. Well, what I was going to ask real quick was about, because what's your website and all that? Because I don't even know that. It's Grow Smarter, Not Harder is your?
You mean for Ladies Power Lunch?
Yeah.
So you can find us at ladiespowerlunch.com.
Okay.
There you can connect to pretty much all of our stuff. But if you want to invite a friend to come join Ladies Power Lunch, our Facebook group of amazingness, then they can go to growsmarter.com/Facebook.
Okay. All right. Because I think you sent me an email and that's how I got invited to this, or I'm not even sure. So anyways, but back to the ant. We talked about ants being very busy and they seem organized. They don't have a lot of downtime, but as far as they're on a mission. And so when you're on a mission, have a team, be a leader, follow your leader, be the queen ant instead of the queen bee. And work towards that, collaborate together and work towards that bigger vision.
Well, and it sounds like that will serve you as you're starting to grow a team, right? You're starting to attract a team.
Yes. Yep. And everybody will have certain jobs. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
And you get to be the queen ant.
Queen ant.
I feel like an illustration coming on with a little ant and a crown.
Okay.
Who else would like to share? One more? Yes, hurry on.
I got a rabbit too. And the funny thing is, I never really liked rabbit, but it made me look at the aspects of the rabbit, which I thought was not weakness, because the vulnerability can mask like self-trust, like I need to trust myself more, rely on myself versus externally. And
oh, I think you froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sirianni froze, but I get her point,
Oh yes, you're back now.
Be self-reliant. You froze for a minute there, Sirianni. Did you want to just restate your thesis on the bunny?
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's more like relying on my self-trust, and vulnerability does not mean weak, and to remove myself from environment that are toxic, which I have done. I left corporate America. I don't need to fight. I'm not like the lion. I'm a rabbit. Sometimes the way that the way we protect ourselves is to walk away and not to fight.
Hmm. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So that's why I've invited you to create your own interpretations rather than relying on the oracle cards, right? Because our own insights are going to be very personal and related to us, right? And going deeper to see, oh, wait, okay, this bunny looks soft and cuddly, but it's resourceful, it zigs and it zags. Maybe I need to embrace my softer side. If that's true, I truly am. Or, you know, that you don't always have to fight, that there are other options. So those are things that are absolutely true about a rabbit spirit and may or may not be on an oracle card or in an oracle dictionary. So that's why I invited you to create your own meanings. And what you can do with this from here is you can get a little totem for yourself. You can get a little ceramic rabbit to set on your desk and remind you that you're resilient, or that you want to embrace your softness, or that you don't always have to fight. And it can just be a visual cue, a reminder how this animal spirit can be with you and serve you. Or, you know, you can put a little Post-it note with a stick figure of a queen ant with the little crown on it. Or, you know, there are many ways you can do it, but having a totem to remind you can help remind you of the energy that you wanted to tune into. And that can be a really good way to start integrating this lesson. Now, if you guys do want the list of all the animal oracle resources and dictionaries that I think are my favorite, I will also send you a definition of, I will send you an oracle card of the animal you drew so that you can look at that as well, because those are also very helpful. But I think there's something really powerful about making our own definitions. Yes, Dr. Davia.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
Did anybody choose the elephant?
I don't think anyone did. Nobody
How
said
about-
number one.
Oh, yes, somebody did say number one. It was Manda.
Maybe on
She
Facebook?
joined-
Oh, okay.
She joined
Oh,
on
okay.
Facebook. So can we give her some feedback about the elephant?
Sure. And this one is super interesting too, because this picture is not just one elephant. It's a mama elephant and a baby elephant. And there's such strong female leadership in elephant clans. Like, it's all matriarchal, and there's such long memory that those matriarchs remember for years and years where there are water sources, where in times of drought, where they went. I just watched some documentary about a whole a matriarch that led their clan way into a different country to try to find water when there had been drought conditions that hadn't been there for like 40 years. So the two things that come to me are women leadership and long memories and deep wisdom. Is there anything that comes to any of y'all when you think about elephants?
Wisdom and sensitivity.
Yes. Anissa.
I'm a yoga therapist, and so from the yoga tradition, we have a thing for elephants and overcoming obstacles, being able to move
Ganesh,
obstacles out of your way.
And they sure do. They just tear that tree down. That tree is gone. Like, you can hear it cracking all throughout the forest. It's amazing. But they're all, yes, Dr. Tanya.
There's a story that I use with clients about the 5 blind people that are encountering an elephant. And one says, this is a rope holding the tail. One says, no, this is a wall feeling the side of the elephant. One says, no, this is a tree feeling the leg, and on and on. And the point is that we don't always see the whole truth. We can only see a bit of the truth. And so the elephant to me represents the big picture where we can only see the point of view that we have. And so we have to make room for other points of view.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
And Ganesh?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I got this one from another one of our dear retreat leaders, and it's a reminder to me to nourish and fill myself up, and a reminder for trust and worthiness and grace. So I don't know, it's a totem that I keep close by.
Well, and that's what I love about making our own meaning, because that big picture that Dr. Tanya is talking about is so true and so moving. And that's not likely something that would have been in an animal dictionary. You know, so it's personal to us, right? What this meaning is. So, Mina, when you look at the birds, It might be, so it might be flying high, but it might be something completely different for you. It might be like the ability to soar above things, which is maybe the more logical thing that first comes to your mind, but it may be how dedicated they are to nest building, you know, or whatever serves you, like whatever comes to you. So I think the invitation here is to, yes, use the animals as oracles, but really tap into our divine guidance for what that means for us.
Beautiful, beautiful. Who got value from this today?
Yeah, that was good.
So my question to you and to everybody who's joining us back in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group is, can you share with us, and I'd love to hear from some people who didn't maybe comment just yet, is there something that you're going to take from this and go maybe apply in your life as a result of having had this time with Lisa? Anybody, really? No one's going to take anything away from this. Well, tune in next time, folks.
Oh.
Lisa,
We're thinking.
Lisa, I think for me personally, it's taking the time to re-energize so that I can be more resilient. Yeah.
That time to be still, right? That time
Yeah.
to sit so
Yeah.
still.
Yep. Yep. As my grandson is going to be arriving any minute.
Oh,
But that's
you might
good
have to,
stuff.
you
That's
might
good
have to take that time in the restroom.
Right.
Anissa,
I'm going
I
to take
saw
away
you.
something too.
Okay, and then so Dr. Tanya and then Anissa.
Yeah. You know, we can put any meaning on anything that we want. And so what's coming up that is like knocking on me, that's going, no, you have to listen to this. And so having someone present an ant to me, it's really like, okay, so what do I have about the ant? What's being given to me that's showing me about the ant? And allowing that to just flow in and not go, oh, that can't be it, and dismissing, but to allow things to flow in, and then being able to delegate and say, yeah, if it's not my genius, it's not my job, it's somebody else's job. I love that.
I feel another t-shirt coming on. If it's not my
Yeah.
genius, it's not my job. I'm telling you folks, I'm giving you all these gold mines here. Make these t-shirts, brand them with your stuff, and don't forget to send us one just so we can wear it and rep you at all times. Am I right, Marianne? Aren't these genius? Awesome. Anissa and then Carlene.
So my business coach has been on me about hiding and not putting myself out there. And this weekend I was spending time with a friend, a dear friend. I had a girls' day. And in talking with her, I found the exact point in time where I lost my confidence. She actually helped me, just in talking, she helped me discover at the moment I really lost my confidence. And so I actually got the lion. And I really think that the universe has a really funny sense of humor, because I looked at that and I was like, I need confidence. I need to be courageous and step out of my own way, in my own shadow. I need to channel strength. I need to show up. I need to command the room when I need to. Also that it's time. So it was really meaningful for me. Thank you so very much.
Beautiful.
I love that. And I feel you, Anissa. I feel the energy of that, because I really thought I was gonna get that lion. And I feel the universe just laughing her ass off right now, being like,
Me too,
yeah,
Davia, me too.
slow down, chica. You need to be as still as a bunny right about now. I get it. Like the universe is telling us something and I'm hearing. So very good one. Carlene, you have your hand raised. I'd love to hear you share.
Sure. Well, first of all, I got the lion also, and that's in the cat family. So to me, it was like, they're also very stealthy. They'll sit and they'll observe and wait for the right time to move. But what else I want to share with you guys is that this also told me that as you have animals come into your life, figure out what they're trying to tell you or what they're trying to show you. Especially if you live in a rural area. I had a dragonfly right in my way when I was trying to get to the library to do these Zooms. And I was like, okay, what do you want? What are you trying to tell me? So now I can stop and think about maybe what the dragonfly or the lion is trying to tell me for my life.
Awesome. Thank you, Carlene. And I hope that everybody has some takeaway, has one, because we like to be practical. We really want you to spend this time with us and then take something away from this so that you can apply it to your life and it can be time well spent. Lisa, I am really excited that you were able to join us today. And I'd love for you to share with everybody how they can connect with you.
Yes, you can connect with me at my website, lisadunforddickman.com. You can sign up for my newsletter there. You can check out my Open to the Magic in Africa page, which is my other website, opentothemagic.com. And if nothing else, you can just go look at some beautiful pictures of animals, because there are a lot on there. That's some of my favorite things. That's another one of my favorite things to do, is to photograph them, like my elephant buddy, who's always here over my right shoulder. So I would love to talk to you. Feel free to get in touch. I'd love to learn more about how this is landing for you, and hear what progresses from here.
One of the things that I love about our monthly meetings is, well, one, everybody gets a chance to share about who you are and what your business is, so that the other people the other 1,000+ members of Ladies Power Lunch can actually have a visual of who you are. And if they need you, or they know somebody who needs you, they can reach out. But the other thing that I love is that our group is made up of amazing women. Like every single woman in this room or joining us in Facebook right now, every single woman in her own right is outstanding. And the fact that Lisa, I mean, former, are you still writing for Lonely Planet, or is that historical?
Not currently.
I mean,
it's pretty former.
She's a travel writer. She's an artist. She's an amazing coach. She has all of these credentials behind her name, but she's also loving and caring and heart-centered. And she's here that if you want to reach out to her, she knows you're a member of our community and she welcomes you. That's huge. And like every single month we bring somebody in to share her gifts and talents with us, and she opens her arms and says, hey, come chat. Like that's valuable in my opinion. So I'm glad that you're here, Lisa, and I hope that you all will take Lisa up on her offer to just reach out, to just connect, to just have a coffee chat, talk some more about your animal totem, your animal guide that showed up for you today, and see how you can integrate that into an idea about growing your business. Because when you grow, your business is important, and when you grow your business smarter, then you're one step closer to living your optimal life. See how I wove that in there?
I saw what you did. That was
You
wonderful.
saw that.
I
That's a
did.
bunny move right there.
That was good.
So before we go, I just want to say a couple of things. One, your interface for Ladies Power Lunch is about to change a little bit. So when you go to log in, hopefully next month, when you go to log in, growsmarternotharder.com/login, it's going to take you to a different page. And that page will still offer you the opportunity for you to join our monthly meeting for free. You're going to have to, maybe click twice, but it will also have on that page pretty much the other things that you can do with Ladies Power Lunch. So it'll be all in one place, and people won't have to be going all over the place looking for what they need. And I feel like that for all you people who drew that ant totem today, that level of organization is kind of necessary at this point. I wouldn't have been surprised if I had pulled the ant, because we're in the ant mode right now where we're getting everything organized. So that's one thing. Thing two is that, folks, I love what Lisa does. She offers us the opportunity to go on retreat in Africa. And I personally think that retreats are amazing because they give us an opportunity to change our place and change our perspective. And in doing that, we change our whole lives. And so we also at Ladies Power Lunch offer amazing retreats, and we like to take you to amazing places. So this fall, we are going to go back to the Bahamas, but we're going to a different island. And we have some more amazing retreats coming up for you in 2025 as well. But our thing is we do our retreats on a cruise ship. And yes, you can have a wonderful, relaxing retreat that is transformational on a cruise ship. It is possible. And if any of you have any questions about how is that possible, reach out to me, because I can explain that to you really easily. But I want to invite you to check out the information about our upcoming retreat at growsmarternotharder.com/retreat. And there you'll see more information about our upcoming retreat, which will be in the Bahamas. Any final words, Lisa?
I just wanted to thank all of you for showing up so beautifully and so fully and welcoming in your animal allies. And I hope that you start noticing them more in your everyday and developing your own meaning for how they inspire you. Thank you so much, Dr. Davia, and thank you to you all.
Awesome. All right. Thanks everybody for joining, and I'll see y'all on the next show.